Hello, everyone. We are Group 4. Our local business that we worked with was Grounds for Thought. So some background information on Grounds for Thought. They're a local coffee shop and used bookstore in downtown BG. They've been there since 1989. They serve coffee and food that's made in-house. A lot of clubs and local organizations use it for a meeting place. Social media wise, they are currently active on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, where they average around 12,000 followers. And they have a lot of positive reviews on Google and their Facebook.
So as far as our campaign, we wanted to start something called Book Blends, which combines two elements of Grounds for Thought, which is they're a coffee shop and they're also a used bookstore. So we invited our followers to create custom themed drinks after their favorite book. So we posted about it on all three of our social media platforms. The contest lasted 2 weeks, and then the winning drink was going to be on the store's menu for a month.
For a strategic plan, we analyzed their social media postings and engagement, and we compared that to our target audience. We decided that it would be best if we used their platforms on Facebook and Instagram. From this, we decided that short form content like videos and pictures would be best to base our campaign around. Similarly, we wanted to create audience participation through the creation of design contests promoted on their social medias.
All right, so for our first piece of content that we created, we decided to create a graphic as one of our photo advertisements. So this graphic, the purpose behind it is to entice our customer into learning about the campaign itself, as well as creating this call to action within the 3 easy steps that they can do to increase more engagement and just interaction within the brand itself. Within the graphic itself, we wanted to infuse the aesthetic of the brand by using the certain colors like the browns and the whites, and the font with it to also increase the aesthetic of the brand itself. We did this because we wanted to infuse this similar brand presence to emphasize consistency within the brand itself. Like I said earlier, we wanted to incorporate these easy steps to get the customers in the know and to entice them to interact with the brand further. So yeah.
For our video, again, wanted to keep it pretty consistent with the call to action. So having the steps in there, again, with the color palette, you can't really tell by this frame, but a lot of the video centers around books and coffee and really emphasizing that cozy vibe that Grounds of Thought has established. So I'm not sure if I'm supposed to play the video. I'm sure you guys can just watch it on your own. But I think this was another good way to introduce the campaign in a visual way and show audience members and followers and anyone who would be interested in the contest exactly what it would require of you. Oh, it's gonna play. Okay. Okay, I didn't know I was going to do that. It just kind of happened, but.
So over here we have our 3 main photo adverts, 2 of which are more for our main campaign, and then another one on the left, which is more of a basic product shot for everyday use. We have a coffee bag that's very dressed up and warm, very representative in ways of our demographic of college students, because we're walking around campus and we're all very cold, very bundled up. We have over here, it's a big mystery, because we don't know what the coffee blend is right now, and we have general ideas over here on the wall of what it could be. We got Amelia Blendelia, Pride and Peppermint. just like basic ideas of what this mystery blend could possibly be.
All right, so for our last like kind of content piece, we have our text kind of posts and advertisements. We mainly did these on Twitter and Facebook, just because Instagram is more of like a photo-centered kind of platform. So for these text posts, we definitely wanted to create this engagement with the customers. So like in our first example over here, we asked the question like, what's your book blend? Just to kind of get that more user generated content and kind of promote that engagement and interaction with the customers as a whole. We also, within all of our posts, kind of incorporated this hashtag of the hashtag book blend to kind of provide this cohesiveness within all of the text adverts themselves. And to kind of also kind of create this space for the consumers to kind of find the campaign. So if they hear about it on a different platform, or if they hear about it just on like with friends or family, they can just look up hashtag book blend and they can find all of the content related pieces there. So.
All right, in addition to some of the Twitter posts that we have, we also have Facebook posts. Over here on the left, we have more of one that's very punny, very something that would appeal to college students in a way. And then on the right, we have one that's more towards that would be more towards the end of our campaign, which is like, hey, check out some of the ones that we have so far, and that you only have a limited amount of time yet before submissions are done.
All right, and then these are our last two kind of like examples. These are more tweets. As another thing that I didn't mention earlier, they also like we tried to incorporate emojis within our post just to kind of like create that vibe of like that 18 to 25-year-old target audience. We also try to create just overall just this tone of just like fun, cozy, warm, just to provide that consistent message and brand identity to provide like the trust to our consumers overall. So, yeah.
All right, so here's our distribution plan. It spans across 16 days. The campaign will run for 2 weeks. The first week will be for spreading awareness and allow individuals to conceptualize their ideas. The second week will be like the actual creation and participation. And then finally, we added a color coordination to stay organized throughout our calendar. The red is for graphic. Purple is for story post. Yellow is for photo advertisement. Blue is for user-generated content. And then green is for video.
So our anticipated results and content evaluation. So our anticipated results is to increase engagement and interactions and increase user-generated content relating to our brand. This is mostly done through our contest, and we hope that it encourages participation and interaction with our brand. Our content shares a similar color palette and voice. This will hopefully increase brand recognition and emphasize consistency and develop trust, which is very important for local businesses. And we wanted to focus on diversifying our content so there's something for everyone. That's through our photos, videos, graphics, everything that we created. It's a very wide range that we hope can reach at least someone in some way that another part couldn't. So yeah.